Many of us across Canada are under lockdowns or stay-at-home orders, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy dressing up for video calls and walks outside and essential trips to the grocery store. Joining me now is beauty and fashion expert Shobana Lakkavally with a look at what's trending this spring and how to dress for curvy and plus-size body types. Thanks so much for joining us today, Shobana. Tell us about some fashion trends we're seeing this spring.
There are so many fashion trends happening right now. So you get to choose, right? Whatever works for you. I'm specifically loving a little bit of a volume. So you're seeing some more volume in the sleeves, in the bodice, for example. And I really also love jumpsuits for the curvy girl. They work really well in complementing and smoothing over those beautiful curves. And don't forget your denim. I'm seeing denim everywhere, whereas dresses, jeans, obviously, shorts, for example. And I really love very fitted, tight bodysuits, second skin like shirts. That's what you're looking for.
Okay, yeah, and even the example that you just showed us with the black and white, like is that a trick to create a different kind of a silhouette with the white on the
You
edges?
know what? I'm really glad that you asked me that. So black and white is very in this season, and this specifically works for the curvy girl because the white on the edges really helps guide the viewer's eyes vertically versus horizontally, kind of elongating your entire body.
So that's black and
Yeah.
white, but are there any other colors or patterns that are really in style right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, every season there's a bunch of colors that you can choose from. I'm really loving things like the seafoam green and the lavenders, for example. Corals are also in, as well as creams. Florals are also in, as well as black and white, like I mentioned. But the key is, and what really leads my fashion choices and how I guide my clients, is by choosing things that fit your shape and your silhouette first, and then thinking about the trend.
What shapes or silhouettes do you recommend for curvier body types?
I'm so glad you asked. So, number one, cinch waist, just like the pants that I'm wearing now. Number two, I love shorter tops because shorter tops will hit you at the waist, highlighting the tiniest portion of you, and there's no extra bulk. And polos are super in right now as well. And I love a good pencil skirt. Curvy girls and plus size girls, I recommend really embracing fitted clothing. Again, the pencil skirt will be higher on your waist. It will also elongate your body, especially if it hits below the knee.
We've heard that shopping for pants can be tricky. Not everyone wears the right size for their body type. So what should plus size and curvy women keep in mind when shopping for pants?
I love this question because I always used to wear dresses because dresses used to conform to my body shape until I found this formula that worked for me. So, number one, like I said, look for high waists. They smooth over, they elongate. Number two, stretchy materials are your friends because, again, they reshape and conform to your body shape. You're not trying to fit into something else. Anything that has an elastic band or cinching at the waist or a tie is great because all our hip and our waist proportions are different. When you have something like a tie or a cinch, it lets you really customize your waist to your hip.
Okay, great point about adding like a belt or a tie or a cinch.
Yeah.
Not everyone thinks to do that, but it really adds to the look. And what's the number one thing that we should remember when putting together an outfit this season?
The number one thing that I would remember when putting together an outfit and recommend is look at what you want to highlight, whether it's your hip, your waist, your chest, and forget about what you want to hide. That will really help guide your fashion choices to something that you love. And make sure you dress for the size you are now. You know, get rid of the tights and the long pants or the long shirts trying to cover up your curves.
I love that. Embracing your body, embracing your curves, show
Yes,
them off. Well, thank you so
yes.
much. All great pointers, Shobana. They were very helpful.
Thank you so much for having me.